I would say this too, though, in the spooky business and the God business and all that kind of stuff business, a lot of times as a result of us having a Western concept initially given to us as a God concept, we try to translate that into an African concept. It don't work. We're not into spooky. We're into science. I mean, the reality is a science. So it's not like a God, I believe in this. I mean, we're dealing with laws of nature. You know about laws of nature. They don't care what you believe in.
Right, did you hear what the caller said? I'm going to show you something in response to what the caller said. But before I show you, let me just play what he said one more time so you have a clear understanding, right? Now listen, watch this.
I would say this too, though, in the spooky business and the God business and all that kind of stuff business, a lot of times as a result of us having a Western concept initially given to us as a God concept, we try to translate that into an African concept. It don't work. We're not into spooky. We're into science. I mean...
Right, check this out. This is page 332 of a book called Civilization or Barbarism, by an African scientist by the name of Cheikh Anta Diop, the late Cheikh Anta Diop, excuse me. And he exposed on the walls of Kemet, yes, what we know as ancient Egypt, he exposed a picture, representing the afterlife, And he goes on to say that this was long before Christianity and Islam and Judaism or whatever, So, hell in the Egyptian religion, represented in the tomb of Seti I, father of Ramses II. It shows you. It goes on. Alright, so if you read that, you take your time to read that, you will see that the Egyptians, they believed in an afterlife. So the concept of an afterlife and God and everything else and the religion is not a Western concept. You see what I'm saying? As far as we know, one of the earliest is it's an African concept because civilizations came out of that group of people, who we now call Africans. But as you know, black people are indigenous to the planet, not just Africa, So, life started in Africa, but it was, the earth was all connected as one, and they called it Pangaea. So this is why it was easy for man to travel in long distances, long land masses. That's why you have the Aborigines in Australia. And they were baffled, innit? Like, how did they get there? And how did man end up here? Because of the Pangaea. When the earth was connected together. That's if I'm saying it correctly. If I'm using the right terminology. But anyway. So this here, this proves that the people of Kemet were religious. Yes. They believed in spookism, or Africans believed in what we call spookism, or the terminology, what people today call spookism rather. So you just seen it on the walls of Kemet, on the walls of Egypt, that the Africans in Egypt believed in an afterlife. Now Sarnetta is not correcting him. Nor is this woman here. But this is the house of consciousness, right? That's why I'm the truth hitman. Because not because I know more than anyone. There's a whole heap of stuff I don't know. But what I do know, I'm exposing it. Now listen, remember what I just showed you, Now listen to this caller again. And listen to Sarnetta nodding and the woman smiling, yeah? Because they don't believe in the Most High, yeah? So they have a point of view to put across. I'm not saying we all have to believe in the same thing, but, we know that there's something there. There's a consciousness there. We know this. Even people who don't believe in quote-unquote God, we say God for a better word, yeah, they believe something's there, but they don't believe in the perception that we've been taught to have about the Creator, what I would call the Creator. All right. Now listen to what this call is saying. Yeah. After, in contrast to what I just showed you. Yeah. On the walls of Kemet. Peace out, people. Peace out.
I would say this too, though, in the spooky business and the God business and all that kind of stuff business. A lot of times, as a result of us having a Western concept initially given to us as a God concept business, a lot of times, as a result of us having a Western concept initially given to us as a God concept, we try to translate that into an African concept. It don't work. We're not into spooky. We're into science. All that kind of stuff business. A lot of times, as a result of us having a Western concept initially given to us as a God concept, we try to translate that into an African concept. It don't work. We're not into spooky.